When will Apple launch the iPhone 13? And is it going to cost a whole lot more? That and more on This Week in Apple. Welcome everybody to This Week in Apple. It is Andrew here. You can find me on Twitter at Andrew_OSU. And boy, do we have some things to talk about. Let's first discuss the release date of Apple's upcoming iPhone 13. And yes, it does appear that it will be called the iPhone 13. Also new this week was a leaked piece of packaging that did show off the iPhone 13 name. There were some rumors that said it may be called the iPhone 12s, because this is kind of an S here, but no, it looks like Apple is doubling down and going with the iPhone 13 name. Now, as far as release dates go, our best sources say that Apple will be holding a press event on September 14th. With the event on the 14th, pre-orders would begin that Friday, September 17th, and the phone would be in people's hands the following Friday, September 24th. This all lines up with what Apple has done in the past, and it makes a lot of sense. On top of that, we have another rumor that says while that is the iPhone release schedule, Apple will be releasing the AirPods 3 roughly a week later. So with the iPhone launching to people on September 24th, Thursday, September 30th, AirPods will be arriving to customers who pre-ordered those. So that sounds like it's going to be the current release. I do expect Apple to announce the AirPods at its September 14th event with the iPhone, but it's just going to launch roughly a week later. Logistics and stuff is a pain in the butt. So I'm sure Apple has plenty of stuff going on, maybe a little bit more time to build up some inventory, but about a week later for those AirPods to launch on Thursday, September 30th. Another report says, unfortunately, it looks like the iPhone 13 may be carrying higher price tag than the iPhone 12 line. No one wants to hear this. But see, Apple is buying its processors, its A-series processors from TSMC. It designs the processors, but they manufacture them for Apple. And they're reporting a big increase in prices across the line. And sub-7 nanometer processes are going to be increasing about 3 to 5% for those chips. And the iPhone 13 should be including the A15 Bionic processor, which is a 5 nanometer process. Those new price changes are set to go into effect January of 2022. But Apple isn't about to introduce the iPhone 13 in September and then increase the price in January. So Apple is said to be increasing the price of the iPhone 13 right out of the gate to offset those higher production costs. Moving on, we have another leak this week, again talking about the Apple Watch. We've gone in depth on both what to expect from the Apple Watch as well as the iPhone 13. And this new rumor is basically confirming what we had already heard. And that is the new Apple Watch Series 7 will increase slightly in size of the display at least. See, the case is going to get a new redesign with flat sides. It'll be the same physical dimensions and a little bit thinner, but it's able to reduce the bezels, allowing the screen to increase in size just a little bit. We're hearing that it could be about a 41mm and a 45mm option for users. We had heard that rumor before, but it's now been backed up by a leaked image of what appears to be one of Apple's leather link bands. This leather link band is stamped with 45mm, the way that Apple does all of its bands. Now, even though the screen size is changing, it sounds like all existing bands should still work. This is very similar to when Apple went from the 38 and 42mm watches to the 40 and 44mm watches. All of its accessories were stamped with 40 and 4mm, even though they worked on the prior versions. So that could be what we're seeing here. Apple could be stamping its new accessories with the 45mm option, though it should still work with the 44 and the preceding 42mm version. Then again, we won't know with certainty and Apple announces the watch. Apple has been very good though at allowing watches and their bands to be Apple has done a really good job though of keeping that compatibility. The original watch bands that launched with the original Apple Watch still work with the latest generation Apple Watch. So I wouldn't be surprised if the same thing holds true with this new redesign. So that pretty much covers it for the week. Some good information. We're getting very excited. Let me know down below in the comments or over on Twitter at Andrew_OSU. Are you going to be picking up a new Apple Watch Series 7, an iPhone 13, or the AirPods 3? Let me know and stay tuned because we have a whole lot more content coming your way.